Thank you, Emoji J, for that wonderful introduction. How is everybody today? You guys are watching Lessons Learned with Silly Lily. I have two absolutely amazing guests today. We've seen Nick 16 before, and he's back, and I am beyond excited. We're going to be hearing from him first, coming up very shortly, followed by Coco. She is newer to the stream. But man, oh man, another beautiful human with a beautiful soul. And both of our guests have amazing voices today, okay? So I will be honest, make sure you favorite them if you enjoy the music. If you enjoy, especially like the going into the streams and listening to them sing, just do it. You guys, I'm honestly going to be kind of sort of surprised today. I know that Coco was kind of going back and forth with a few things, and I think that I think we picked a topic, but we're going to let her tell us about it. And Nick, he just gets into it and he goes. He's always ready to go. So I'm excited for today. I do want to give a friendly PSA. None of us are professionals. None of us are able to give you advice on what we are going to talk about. What we discuss is a lesson life has taught us. We talk about what happened to us, why we wanted to make changes, and how we've kept ourselves on the proper path to being successful with whatever life obstacle threw at us, or obstacle life threw at us, sorry. So I want to let you guys know too, when I have my guests in the box, I will not engage with the comments. I will not thank you for the gifts. So I will do that now ahead of time. Thank you very, very much for the gifts. Thank you very, very much for all the favorites. Please keep things positive, no negative talk, no cursing, or you will instantly be removed. This is a zero bully tolerance stream. I'm going to give Nick a couple minutes. When he is ready, he can request the guest box. But before we accept the guest box, I like to begin and end with a quote. Oh my goodness, I left the quote over there. I'm going to have to grab that. We have a quote. So I read, and it says, "After all, tomorrow is another day." And I said last week that I wanted you guys to actually come back and tell me what it was that you did tomorrow that will make you happy. So I asked last Friday, after all, tomorrow is another day. What can you do tomorrow that will make you happy? Okay. What did you guys do? What did you guys do last week that were here? Or, maybe yesterday, what are you going to do today that makes you happy? I spent some time with the grandkid. I love spending time with my grandson. He makes everything better. So, welcome everybody. Everybody, hi. Sorry, you guys. All right, Nick, I guess nobody's going to answer my question today. Thanks, guys. So we're going to let Nick in the box because I don't know what to do if you guys aren't going to answer. So here we go, Nick. You ready? Let's go. I'll answer it myself and move on. That's okay, too. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking.
Good. So what are we here to talk about today? You're usually pretty good at just diving into this. So
Yeah, pretty much today, I had recollect, we had a situation where I was on another show, and we was talking about the shows about our loved ones that passed over. And we had a lot in common that, hey, everybody, we had a lot in common that our mothers passed away, and my sisters passed away. They're right behind me. This is my mom right here. May she rest with God. That's my sister on the other side. And so I want to dive right into it. Basically, I mentioned that because I've learned, there was like, basically, what is the legacy that was passed on that your mom gave you? And that legacy turned into a lesson that I have to learn. And the lesson is pretty much live life with no regret and live life with no hesitation. Because we are always contemplating about things, and we always be like worried about things. Oh, would it go this way? Would it go that way? And so my lesson is live life straightforward. You know what I'm saying? Be straightforward in whatever you do in life. You know what I'm saying? And how that lesson came upon me is like, I know you've done with it. Thank you so much. I know you dealt with it where like Lily, where you had something, a situation or occurrence in your life where you like, man, it'd be like, say for instance, something that you really need important, but you hopped off on it and you kind of later down the line regret it. You be like, dang, I know dang well I needed to put that air pressure in my tires. Now my tires are flat. Or dang, I knew I should have bought that dress. Oh dang, somebody bought the last dress. So with that being said, like we have to not be hesitant, you know what I'm saying, in what we do in life. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that really is a killer. That is a killer in life, y'all. Y'all gotta really pay attention to what be going on. Give me 1 second too, Elso. Can you hear me? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's a really like a really valuable lesson I really had learned, y'all, cause like that's so important, bro. I done missed out on so many opportunities that it don't even make no sense. I'm gonna give you an example. This is why I really, really learned my lesson. Like little do you guys know, I don't know if a lot of you guys know, it was a famous Chicago rapper, Chief Keef. Me and him from the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? We did a song and everything together. Um, why I regret not moving on this situation, but God, you can't question what God got for you, or you know what I'm saying, how things occur. But basically, I was supposed to link up with him before he got blew up and got famous. This, then, the third. He kept on telling me, "Hey, you should come back to Chicago," because my mom passed away. When my mom passed away, I ended up moving to the south suburbs. It's like maybe 15, 20 minutes away from Chicago. So basically, he was like, "Hey, chop it up, come slide on me." He was on house arrest. He couldn't go nowhere, so he wanted me to chop it up with him. But my silly self, like, oh, it's gonna be opportunities. I'll be able to do it. You feel me? This, that, and the third. So then next thing you know what I'm saying? I never slid on him, never chopped it up with him. Next thing you know, boom, he's on World Star, boom, he blows up. You feel me? It's just several occurrences where like, man, like say for instance, it'd be some shoes that I want, and I'd be like, man, I wait on it. I don't need it right now. But knowing I got the money right now to purchase those shoes, but I chose not to do it, which was really silly, bro. Like, so y'all guys start taking advantage of life, what life gives you. My mom used to always do that, like, cause my mom passed away early, so you never know when it's your time. It could be tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It could be the next 30 minutes. God forbid it. I'm not trying to scare nobody.
Yep.
But the lesson is, man, don't be hesitant. You know what I'm saying? Live your life. Like, go ahead, live it to the fullest. You never know if you're gonna get that opportunity again.
Yeah. Yeah. There's been a lot of things I look back and I'm like, oh, what if, what if, what if? And it's you kind of hit that point in life, that age where I don't want any more what ifs, and so you kind of just do it. And even for me, it's something as little, just like yesterday. I was sorry about that. And sorry, scam calls. Um
It
gonna go to
happened to me
spam,
yesterday. It
and then
ended
it
my
won't go.
life.
So sorry. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna go, I'll go in a minute, I'll go in a minute. And next thing I know, the whole darn day flew by and I didn't go to the gym,
See,
and today I regret it. So it's something and as little as that, it breaks up that routine that I had, and then my body feels it and I pay for it. I oh God. What do you think the most important lesson that your mom taught you was, though? Like at the end of the day.
yeah, the most important lesson is it was several, you know what I'm saying? I try to keep my answers brief, but it was just like several. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of your guys' moms and parents told y'all don't go anywhere without money.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere looking any type of way. Be presentable. You know what I'm saying? And she just like literally told me like, man, if you got it, use it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even got to be financially. Like, say for instance, I got all this studio equipment, all these microphones and stuff like that. Use it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got a car, if you got multiple cars, use all of them. Don't just drive the truck every blue moon. Pick out a schedule. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, if you got 3 cars,
try to drive all three cars. Like pick a day you're gonna drive the cars a week. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, if you want to get your hair did, you know what I'm saying, go ahead, get, set your appointment early. You know what I'm saying? So that was like the biggest lesson. Utilize what y'all got. You know what I'm saying? To yeah, you feel me? Like utilize what y'all got. And like Jay said, like spend that quality time too. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Cause I'm telling you, y'all don't want to regret. Like living life with regret sucks, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool at all. Like my mom really showed me some things, and you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing that I had that type of mom. And I'm pretty sure all y'all got some dope moms and some dope parents. You know what I'm saying? And we got to take heed to what they be teaching us. But that's literally like the biggest though. Like literally utilize what you have before it's gone,
Right, right.
because you never know, you might not get that opportunity again.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. What do you think is the one time that you kind of weren't sure you weren't going to do something and you kind of thought about, well, you know what, I missed out on the lesson. What do you think was the first thing you were like, oh, thank God I did this? What was your first big, oh, I get it now moment?
Streaming.
Streaming.
Um, I could have missed out on this pivotal opportunity that I got, that like a lot of people know me. I'm well known. You know what I'm saying? I took streaming lightly at first. You know what I'm saying? Like I was looking like, streaming. We we streaming on the phone. We in front of a camera, like just like not taking it serious. You know what I'm saying? Because how I started streaming was playing 2K. I'm pretty sure you fellas know what 2K is. It's a game, and I met my cousin playing 2K. He lives in Brooklyn, New York. You know what I'm saying? I'm way in Chicago, Illinois, and so he was like, "Hey, yo, cuzzo, um, I got a way you can make money. I got a way you can get your music and stuff out there. You do music, this, that, and the third." And I'm like, what, bro? And then he said tagged. And I'm like, bro, tag was like a great value MySpace back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like it wasn't no streaming or nothing. Tag was introduced to us when we was in like high school and stuff like that. You feel me? Like literally it looked at like a great value MySpace. You know what I'm saying? Like you only could, I don't even think pets was available. I think that was the only thing you could do was play pets and just be online and post statuses. So further along in the story, he's like, man, you should stream this, that, and the third. I'm like, I ain't no tag had streaming. You can stream on it, this, that, and the third. And I wasn't even really familiar with live streaming. The only streaming I knew about was Twitch. You know, Twitch, you play the video game and this, that, and the third. So that's the only thing I knew of. So I didn't even know, tag or meet me, this, that, and the third, all this. You can really like utilize these platforms for your music and this, that, and the third.
Right.
And had I would have not took it serious, I would have missed out on blessings. I would have missed out on dope people like you. A lot of y'all are so dope. I love y'all spirit. I love y'all energy. Y'all a bunch of good people. Also like it was spread my music out there more than what it is. Like my music was already known, but now a lot more people know my music because of the streaming stuff. And
Yeah.
so this is literally a reason being that, like you said, that's why I learned my lesson, bro. Start taking heed to what people try to offer you.
Yeah.
Don't always turn it down. Don't always try to neglect something, even if you feel like that's not the right way to do it, or you don't. If you feel like it's weird, oh no, that's nah, ain't nothing go good gonna come out of that. And being so doubtful can block your blessings. You know what I'm saying? So stop being doubtful and actually take heed to what someone's trying to tell you, because that goes along with my lesson. You will regret if you don't pay attention and listen to what somebody has to offer or tell you. So literally, like say for instance, if I don't hit this EBT, I'm gonna regret that it expired. You feel me? So like literally, man, like I'm telling you, just utilize it, bro. That I would have been so mad if I would have passed this up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I really got like no notoriety off of this stuff so much, and it's just so dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, I bet a guest, all your prior guests, I bet they probably regret not taking you serious now that your show feature. You feel? And they be like, dang, I remember she tried to get me on her show and I ain't even show up. You feel me? Now it's gonna be a tough time to get in good with you to get on your show. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
but see, I believe in second chances, which is probably where I I end up getting hurt more than most. But no, anybody and everybody's welcome, streamer or not. If we've had
Hmm.
issues in the past or not, but it's definitely you guys that have been here and you keep coming back, or this you especially. This is our third time. This is our third go. You came in and helped me out that one time in like a pinch, an immediate pinch, and I think
Hmm.
the second time was better. The third time's even better, and every time it's a powerful message, and
Yeah.
it hits in a different way, and that's a huge reason why I do this. And I think my biggest thing and my lesson from your lesson looking right now is I'm glad I didn't quit. I'm glad I kept trying with this show and pushing out of my comfort zone
You
because
would have
it's
regretted it,
really
trust me.
hard,
You would have
you know.
regretted it.
No, I would have.
I'm telling you, and it's just so dope that you understand, like, just go with the flow. Like my last message, you feel me? It coincides with this one. Everything is like a link chain, a chain reaction, because it's like literally, man. If it's just we'll miss out on so many opportunities if we don't take advantage of it. And I just don't want nobody to be disappointed. So I just want y'all guys to just live y'all life. I want y'all to enjoy y'all life. If it's an opportunity in front of you, please take it.
Yeah,
Please. Because you don't want to be 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, like, damn, I should have listened to Neek. Like,
yeah,
man, why didn't I take that raise? Why didn't I take that job opportunity? Why didn't I just do this? And it could be even, like I said, it could be even little things far as like even purchases or items and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff gets sold out every day. You know what I'm saying? Like you might see a purse or something, Lily, or something that you really wanted to buy, and I know it may sound crazy, but that purse probably would have gave you the boost of confidence to go to get a job interview or to go do this, and you might because like it's everything is coincide with one another. Like say for instance, I'm gonna give you a scenario. Purse. Okay, boom. You see a purse, you know what I'm saying? It only costs like $100. You got 300, 400. Buy it if you got it. You get what I'm saying? If the purse is only why I say this? Because you might be walking with that purse on, right? Might be walking with it. A particular person, a particular person might see that purse and they might stop you like, that is a nice purse. Feel me? And then y'all might have a whole conversation. And you never know that person that telling you about that purse might be a whole multimillionaire.
right.
And you might just become friends off that with that multimillionaire just for them seeing that purse. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be like, oh, wow, that purse is nice, da da da. And then you guys will get to talking about something else, which will lead into an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So don't miss your beat on nothing. Exactly, John. Thank you, John, for understanding. You would miss out on the whole connection.
Yeah, it's crazy how
Look at
sometimes
Buki.
it's the little things that can make changes, maybe like just even just I don't know, little things, maybe you are held up in traffic, but it turns out there's a beautiful rainbow that's about to pass by, and you know what I mean, you're like, oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, that's why, or oh my god, look at the cute baby deer over there,
Factual.
now I know why
Yeah.
I was 10 minutes late, it's yeah, it's crazy how that is. And I think accepting that life's not always perfect and stuff is
Like literally, this microphone sounds so good, right? I held it off on this microphone for a long time.
yeah.
And this is the same microphone that Michael Jackson recorded records with.
Oh,
This is
nice.
a platinum selling microphone. Like this done produce platinum records. And I'm over here because like the reason what took me a minute to get this microphone, I have multiple microphones already.
Mhm.
Like I own 4 microphones, including this one. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And so I was thinking like, oh, I'm good. I already got microphones, da da da. I don't need it, da da da, this, then the third. But then if I never bought this, I would have missed out on the quality of this microphone. You feel me? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I just started, I just bought it. So hopefully it produces hey Tyler, hopefully I get some platinum records. I didn't have this microphone for a week yet. You know what I'm saying? This is one of them. This is one of the best mics, Cowboy. This is one of the best mics. You can look it up, everything, because it's built like strictly off vocals. This is a vocal microphone. Dynamic mics are vocal microphones. I have condenser mics, which can be used for instruments and it can be used for vocals. This is strictly aimed towards your vocals. So I would have regretted if I never bought this microphone. You know what I'm saying? And it was on sale and everything. I had the opportunity to get it. You know what I'm saying? Take heed, like take advantage of your opportunities. Go ahead if you got the money to buy it. If you want to do something, go ahead, get it out the way and do it.
I agree. All right. So I want you to let everyone know when we come to your stream, what can we find? What are we going to expect? When can we find you? And you mentioned you're on some other platforms. So fill us in. Let us know where we can come hear you sing.
Okay, so basically, my name's Neek16. It's not pronounced Neck, but it's Neek16 on all platforms. And when I mean all platforms, anything you can name or think of. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Music, Spotify, um, just like any streaming platform, same thing. If you got other streaming platforms, TikTok, Instagram, everything is Neek16. I do all genres, mostly hip hop and rap, but I do all genres though. I even got a country song. Also, I only been doing music for since 2019 professionally. You know what I'm saying? No, this the same exact mic Michael Jackson used. But literally every day I go live every day, Monday through Sunday. You know what I'm saying? You can catch me on Tag. I'm a top streamer on Tag. I'm almost at 400 million. You know what I'm saying? And I be dual streaming. I be live on here. I be live on Tag every day, Monday through Sunday. No particular time. You're gonna catch me. Trust me. I get my grind on so I could get my shine on. You feel me? So yeah, bro. I'm from Chicago, Tyler. I'm from Chicago. And yeah, like that's a little bit about me, y'all. I'm a funny dude too. Like I just don't do music. I got a good sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just a people person. But yeah, literally, you can guys can check my music on all platforms. You can check my music on Apple Music, Spotify, all of that. And it's a pleasure to meet everybody. It's a blessing that you have me on your show again. I really appreciate you so much, Lily. Anytime you need me, you might have like a special anniversary show later down the line. I do have clean music as well. You feel me? So in case you need me for a feature show or anything
Right,
like that.
right.
So I appreciate y'all so much. You feel me? I wouldn't consider myself a rapper, Tony. I'm more of a musician. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't just rap. I audio engineer. I'm a music producer, recording artist, and I'm a songwriter. Very multifaceted. I do some of everything. So yeah, hey, that's Neek 16. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Lily, so much. We finna get ready to get Coco in the building. You know what I'm saying? And I hope everybody have a wonderful, blessed day, guys. I love you
Thank
guys.
you so
Stay
much.
blessed. Thank you, Lily, baby.
For those of you guys just tuning in, welcome to Lessons Learned. I am Lily and I am your host. You just missed an amazing message from Neek, who pretty much said if there's something you want, don't let it go by. Grab it and reel it in and go for your dreams. Make it happen, even if it's something as simple as a purse or a pair of shoes that you want. So you guys, during the middle of my show, I take a little bit of an intermission. We're going to give Coco a few more minutes to prepare herself. And I'm going to ask you guys a couple of self-care questions and give you a couple of self-care tips. So I think we left off last week with breathing. Breathe in, breathe out when you get stressed. We had mentioned get your groove on, get up, get dancing, get to the gym, do something fun, go outside, enjoy nature. And those are all huge things for self-care. What do you guys do for self-care? What is something that you enjoy that you do 100% for yourself? Let me know. Something else they recommend, you could take a cold shower. They say a cold shower elevates your mood, and it's a great way to start the day. I personally am not a huge fan of the cold showers. I'll stand in my nice hot shower. Motorcycle says Panda. And then Boopty says she likes going to the lake and sitting by the water. Smiley, she says she likes to take a nap with her kitties. Neek16 says streaming and music. Sitting next to an open fire, says Coco. Oh, those are all wonderful ideas. Wonderful ideas. And if you guys ready for this question? Do any of you still grab a book and you go read in the corner somewhere? I mean, I should say your electronic books or whatever, but I don't know very many people who still read. I don't know a lot of people who still grab a book. Like I still go to the library, you guys. like the library. If you guys know what that is, it's like old as dinosaurs and stuff. So the one thing that I've learned is if you find a good book and you're super stressed out, dude, and you can really get into that book, and it's almost like you forget because you get so into the book and you're so into what you're reading that it just helps ease the mind. I'll mention one more time because I've seen a few more people coming in. You guys are watching Lessons Learned. I am Silly Lily, and you just missed Neek 16's message about taking opportunities and not letting them pass by. We're about to listen to Coco. She's going to surprise us with her message and her lesson learned. So I am super excited for that. Coco, I'm going to go through a couple more of these. I will give you a heads up. Don't worry, I won't just surprise you. But I see you flashing down there. So you guys, if you want to hear Neek 16 sing Cowboys, please make sure you favorite him. He sings in there all the time, but with this being a featured show, unfortunately, I can't have that right now. JBS is reading a book now. Nice, nice. All right. So another thing that they say, and something that I have really been struggling on, and my folks in red over here will tell you that they've been on my case about it, and that is practicing positive self-talk. Saying nice things about yourself, not insulting yourself or cracking a joke about yourself to lighten moods. You've got to really believe that you're a good soul. You have to believe in yourself. You have to really want to try to be the best you can be all the time. And yeah, we're all going to have things that we don't like about ourselves. We're human. Not a single one of us is perfect. Not a single one of us. So I know for myself, I get called out a lot. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Because I might say something, and what I say about myself might really hurt somebody else or give a really negative impact. Or, you know, maybe they're insecure about something, but maybe their situation may be a little worse or, you know, just different. Or so you've got to really be careful with what you say, especially about yourself, because you never know who's listening and you never know who needs to hear the positives in life. There's so many negatives, so many negatives. And then meditating. That one I think I still might be working on a little bit, is the whole meditating part of things. But just to sit quiet, focus on yourself, reset yourself. It's huge. It's huge. But now I'm going to ask just a couple of questions. And my first question for you guys today is, what are you thankful for? And while you're answering that, I'm going to run over here and grab my little cards because I didn't grab the box before. So, all right, I'm back. Sorry, you guys. Smiley's thankful for coffee. Tyler's thankful for his job and his health. And yeah, you've got to be nice to yourself, right? Love me. Like it's everybody does. Everybody needs to be a whole lot more in love with yourself. Happy for life, for family. Yes, yes, yes. Coco says my friends and family and us. Aw. Free Guy says my kids and coffee. McDreamy says I really need a coffee. Oh my God. It should be. Smiley. Oh my goodness. Smiley says that I should be thankful she drinks coffee too, because there's a lot less folks harmed throughout her day. And we have an I am so thankful for Jesus for Just From Fun. Yes, yes, you guys. Yes. I love this. I love this. I love this. Oh my God. Okay. So here is something else, I guess, that's in relation to that. What has actually brought you joy today? I'm going to tell you guys is this show and being on here and being able to talk with you guys has been my joy of today already. And of course, getting up and seeing my daughter's beautiful, cranky face off to school. Oh man, preteens are awesome. Especially when they're just as stubborn as their mom. Boop Jesus is hearing her dad. Aw, Boop. I love you, man. I'm sorry about everything you're going through. Well, thanks, DJ. All right, you guys, those of you just tuning in, I am Lily. You are watching Lessons Learned. You missed amazing guest Neek 16 talking about, I keep a different way to say this every single time, about not letting life pass you by, grabbing dreams and making them come true. And we're about to have Coco on, and her message is a surprise. I'm as excited as you guys are. We are here every Friday, 10 a.m. And life itself brings me joy. The beauty is in listening to the chirping birds, blooming flowers, and so many other things, just not the ticks and the mosquitoes. I love you guys. Oh my God. All right. Here's a question for you. You guys ready to answer this one? What are you putting off today? What is it that you're going to put off today? I'll probably put off meal prepping until tomorrow because, oh my goodness, Free Guy says roof work. Jay says work. Missy, oh my God. This is awesome. Bella says dishes. Tony says she's going to put off drinking. Boop says she's going to put off mowing the yard and doing. Lummy says anything but sitting in her pajamas. We've got doing laundry. Oh my God, you guys are awesome. Thank you for being interactive in this, you guys. I really, truly love it. Love it, love it, love it. And if I'm missing what you're saying, I am super sorry. You guys, I'm going to give you guys one more question and then Coco's going to hop in this box, okay? If you're just tuning in, I am Lily. This is Lessons Learned, and we're doing our middle segment on self-care, self-love, and making sure that all of us are doing enough of that. All right. So my last question for you is, what is making me feel down? What in your life might make you not smile when you think of it? You know, what is a change you might need to make? For me right now, mine is small. What's getting to me right now is very small. And it is simply that I did not go to the gym yesterday when you guys all said, go do it, you'll feel better. Remember? A bunch of you guys said that yesterday. Well, I didn't go to the gym and I am seriously feeling it today. So that's what I'm not going to put off today. So that's why a meal prep's going to get put off. But like your brother, oh my goodness, I'm sorry, Smiley. This, oh my goodness. Smiley, sending you love and prayers and positive vibes only, you guys. I know all of us, sometimes we go through some things and boy, oh boy, are they difficult. But just remember, self-love, self-care, it's so important. And reach out to your friends. Reach out. Friends and family adore you. And if you just reach out and you're not afraid, it makes it a lot easier for you to get through things, to talk through things. All right, Coco, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm going to wait for her. Okay. All right, you guys, everybody, make sure you favorited Neek 16 and make sure you hit her with the favorite. I am telling you, you guys, let's go. Thank you so much, you guys, again, for all the gifts and the favorites. I'm now going to turn the comments off so that I can focus on my sweet Coco. Hi, beautiful.
I've done the same thing. Hello, my darling. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Hello to everyone. I had to turn my comments off as well because otherwise I may cry, so I apologize.
Hey, I cry quite regularly on this show. It's okay. There's always tears. There's tears about every other show, so it's okay. And I promise if you start to tear up, I'm going to tear up with you, so you're good there.
Oh, gosh. Oh, good. I'm a great sympathy crier. It's brilliant.
All right, Coco, what is your lesson? What did we decide we were going to dabble in today?
So, I mean, I guess my life story is my lesson, but it's wholeheartedly about perseverance and inner strength and just resilience, to be honest. So just being who you are.
Nice.
So do you want me to just jump straight into it?
Go for it.
All right. So in a nutshell, guys, I apologize. You are about to get my life story. I will try and keep it as brief as possible. I've always been that person that dreamt big and nothing seemed like it was out of my reach. Obviously, I'm from West Australia. Being a musician in Western Australia as a solo artist is really, really difficult. It's not something that's easily grasped in here. So I made the decision as a very young girl that I wanted to move to Sydney or Melbourne. And I grew up with my family kind of always sitting there going, you're not going to be good enough. You're never going to be good enough to do what you want to do. So I always had that in the back of my mind. And I'm always kind of that person that's like, if someone says I can't do something, I'm going to do it. Like, I'm going to go for it. I will always live my life in I would rather try and fail with the best failure possible than wonder what if. And so at the age of 21, I got up, packed my bags, and I left. I actually moved with the housemate I currently live with to Melbourne, and I started pursuing music. And I didn't really do anything music-wise for about 7 months, and happened to stumble into a bar with someone playing a conga drum. And I was like, hey, that's really cool. I want to play.
Right.
So I started playing that, and this gentleman ended up being a band manager for a band that did weddings, corporate functions, nightclubs. And so I started singing with him.
Nice.
I did that for about 18 months. Now, in that 18 months, I jumped on stage at multiple venues, and I'd never done that before. I got myself a guitarist, which I'd never played with a live guitarist before. And it was so many different things. And I was like, wow, this is amazing and insane. And I was living my dream. It didn't matter that it wasn't with a recording company or anything like that. I was doing something that I loved doing.
Right.
Now, I made some really bad life choices. I got very deep into depression and anxiety where I couldn't leave my house. That then evolved into trying to get out. And with that, I met different people that were not in a very good scene. I ended up getting involved in drugs and not the best part of my life. And so I thought, well, I'll change this. Now, with the whole drug scene, my parents found out they kicked me out of my house. So I ended up being homeless. My best friend took me in, and then I met someone who, we'd been friends for 9 months, and we ended up building a relationship. Now, that relationship I thought was the best thing in my world for 6 months. Best 6 months of my life turned into the worst 3.5 years I'd ever imagined. It went straight down into a whole lot of domestic violence. I wasn't allowed to sing. I wasn't allowed to see people. I went from being a socialite to being completely buried under a boulder. I was only allowed to sing if they had actually picked my gig and they were getting the payment for it. So I would have to, I apologize if this triggers anybody. I would be choked out to the point of about to be passing out and not being able to breathe properly, and then have to jump on stage. If I was playing the piano, I'd have this finger and this thumb broken on both hands, and then go and have to perform with the piano. If I hit one wrong note, that was going to be the worst night of my life when I got home. And I thought that was how my life was going to be. And there was one night in Melbourne where I wasn't allowed to sleep. I wasn't allowed to eat. Wasn't allowed to do anything. I couldn't contact anybody. And my dog actually would come and lay on top of me to make sure that my partner at the time couldn't get his hands on me. Now, this went on for 14 hours straight. It was the longest 14 hours. And I remember there was one time when I was in a cupboard and I thought, this is probably going to be the last 30 minutes I have on this earth. And I remember taking that last breath, and then I don't quite remember exactly how it happened, but I remember the dog coming up, and she had a bit of a bite at my ex, and he let go. And I grabbed everything I could, aka that was a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, and I ran out the door. Now, his sister heard me grab stuff, scream, and ran out the door, and she grabbed her keys, jumped in the car, had her kids in the car already, and drove me to the airport. And I got on the first plane back to Perth that I could, and came home with family. Now, I hadn't spoken to my family in 18 months when this was happening. So going from that to rebuilding my life now, and I don't know if anyone's checked my profile, there's pictures of me with long blonde hair, all dolled up going out, and that hair would hide marks from knives. It would hide marks from cigarette burns. It was hiding bruises. It was hiding every bit of my past that I wanted to forget and wanted to just make sure that no one could see. And I was so ashamed of everything that I'd been through and what I'd done. And I thought, do you know what? I need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
And about a month and a half ago, I was in a place where I was so happy, and I still am. Like, the best thing I ever did. I was so happy. I've got some amazing friends, and I'm loving my life right now. And I was on the phone to somebody, and they said, I was in someone's stream and had seen someone who had shaved their hair. And I was like, wow, the confidence that is just oozing from this person is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'd love to be able to do that. And I was on the phone with someone and they said, you would never do that. And I was like, I thought about it for ages. And they're like, you wouldn't do it. You're so preppy, so prissy. Someone touches your hair, you go at them like you're a Tasmanian devil. And I was like, do you know what? I know that, but I definitely want to do it. And I put my hair into two pigtails, got a pair of scissors, and I just went at it. And I was like, okay, I've done it now. I've got to keep going. And yeah, it's been a month and a half that I've had no hair, and I love it. And it's been the most freeing feeling that I've ever had. But to go from a place where I literally thought I was taking my last breath on this earth to going, right, tomorrow I've got this job, I'm seeing this friend, I'm able to get up every morning and see the sun and breathe fresh air and have a hug. There's nothing better in this world. And if I'd given up at that particular point in time and gone, no, this is what my life is, this is all I was meant to be, was just someone's punching bag, then I'd probably still be in that situation, if not 6 feet underground.
Right.
So, yeah.
So I gotta ask, what has it been that has kept you on the right path? What has made you make more of these choices to take your life back? Like, what's pushed you?
In all honesty, the one thing that's pushed me the most besides my music is, since coming on this stream, the friends that I've created. Like, you guys are family to me, and that's all it is. To be able to, I watch like Lilly and so many people, you guys all bring so many smiles and so much joy to so many people. That's what keeps me going. To be someone who can bring a smile to someone's face, or go, do you know what? You're having a bad day. Let's sympathy cry. We'll go together. If you're going to cry, we'll cry. Like, we're in this one for one, one for all. Like, why not? So that's what keeps me going every day, knowing I'm not the only one going through problems. I'm not the only one that's got stuff in their life that you just sit there and go, oh, why me?
Right.
But,
Yeah.
you know.
So I guess at what point, when did you realize you changed your mindset? When did you realize that you could get out of this, you could conquer it?
So, I mean, there's one thing I didn't mention. I used to have a Pomeranian Chihuahua called Flo. She was my life. She was my be all and end all. I had her from the day pretty much she was born. I was there with her. Her dog mum and her person dad was one of my best friends, and he gave her to me because he saw the amount of connection that we had. In 2019, I actually found her in my backyard after a week with no head. And that was my low point, weirdly enough. That was the time when I just went, okay, my life is gone. Like, she was my baby. She was my child. And
I don't even know how to respond to that. Like,
sorry. I kind of went, do you know what? If I stop living for her, like because of what's happened to her, then her life was nothing. She meant nothing. So that was my turnaround point where I went, you know what? I need to live not just for me, but for her, for the joy and the love she gave me. I need to keep going for that. That was my switch.
that's I didn't mean to like giggle at that. I just when I'm uncomfortable, that's like my first initial reaction. I'm like, I don't know what to do,
That's
so
fine.
I awkward giggle. I don't
I'm
know.
not that situation. I'm like, I'm the person in the corner giggling, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, but like,
That's just one of those things. Like, I don't know what I would do in a situation like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. So how do you approach relationships? I mean, be it just friendships differently now since that. Like,
strangely enough, it didn't change me in relationships or friendships. I've never been able to look at someone and go, nah, don't want to go near you. I've always been that person that is so open, and I mean, everyone always sits there and goes, oh, what's your type? And I'm like, I don't have a type. I've gone from the massively gothic, super tattooed bloke to the guy who is so well dressed and very kept, and to everything in between. And everyone is their own person. And I'm like, I will come at you with open arms. Obviously, if you show me something that is a dark side, that is when I will close off. And it's very hard to then reopen me up. But I feel that, everyone's got skeletons in their closet. Everyone's got moments in their lives where they wish that they hadn't done something. But if I was going to judge somebody based on that, then what is it stopping somebody else from judging me based on my background? Right. So I'm very much the you are you and I'm me, and I'm either going to love you and you're going to love me, or we're not going to really love each other. Right. We can exist, but we'll exist in different sections.
I'm like, I'm trying here.
It's going to get deep.
I'm trying not to ask questions. It's gonna put either one of us into like downright tears either.
No,
yeah.
This is the thing. I'm an open book, and I'm always happy for any questions that anyone ever has.
How do you feel today versus the day that you left that situation? You know what I mean? Like, how do you look at yourself today, and how do you feel today versus probably one of the worst days of your life?
It's hard because when I left Melbourne, like Melbourne was home to me. Melbourne felt like home. It gave me music. It gave me freedom. It gave me the insight into a life that I love, and I would give anything to get back. But in saying that, it also brought me to the darkest time that I've ever imagined in life happening. And it's one of those situations where part of me sits there and goes, I wish that, I'd made a different choice and not thought this person was the sun being shone out of their butt. But I'm the same person as to who I was, but I'm a lot more aware of situations and environments, I think. So I've grown up as a person. I still make stupid choices. Do not get me wrong. Like I am wholeheartely the epitome of how many bad choices can one person make in their life. I'm right up there. But you've just got to be you. I don't feel like I've changed as a person. I'm still very open, very honest. I'm probably more open than what I was. And I feel like that's the only way to live nowadays.
It really is. It's so important. Do you think you ignored a lot of the red flags? Do you think you've seen them? Like, do you think you red flags? Are you like me where you're like, it's a red flag, but there's this and this is good, so we're going to let it outweigh the red flag? Do you think it's important to pay attention to those?
It's definitely important to pay attention to red flags. I mean, my ex-partner was schizophrenic bipolar. So a lot of the red flags were maybe medication's not right. And I made excuses. I made excuse after excuse after excuse. And then when it wasn't even the medication, I was like, oh no, but this may have happened, or I might have done this. And I'm like, well, hang on, I didn't do anything. I woke up. It's not really a great excuse. So hands down, yes, I absolutely ignored red flags, but I did the everyone deserves a second chance. After the 18th chance, I probably should have said no. But yeah, red flags can be good. If people are honest about their red flags, that's fine. It's when people try and hide their red flags that you then see them. That's where it's different.
So what do you think it was? What do you think, looking back in all of this, like what do you think the thing you learned the most about yourself in all of this?
The thing that I learned about myself, and this is where kind of that self-realization and self-love comes in, is knowing that I'm my own person, I'm independent, and no one gets to make that choice as to whether I'm silenced or not. If someone wants to make me do something to make them feel better, that's cool, but they can go their own way.
So
That's the biggest thing.
other than singing and anything music related, what is one of the what do you do for your self-care? What is your sit down and just focus on me for a few minutes? What is your daily me time?
My daily me time is my music, but other than that, I actually go and sit in a park. I will lay down on the grass. Actually, I lied. I take that back. I will lay down on a rug on the grass, because if there is like an ant, I'm the first thing that's going to bite. And I'll actually watch the clouds go across the sky. I used to do that as a kid when I went crabbing in my parents' boat. I love watching the clouds go, because we all think the world goes so fast. And when you stop and you lay down and you watch the clouds, yes, they're going fast, but they're going so slow at the same time.
That's crazy. It's yeah, I got chills. I'm like, I fought back tears a few times. I've, not to get into my story, but it's just one of those, like, you know, again, it hits, you know, the medications being off, and the, well, maybe I did it this time, you know, and it's like, no, there's no excuse. You know, the medication was fine last week, and just because you felt better doesn't mean that you were supposed to stop taking it. You know, like, this is the 18th time we've had this conversation, honey. You know what I mean? And it was red flag after red flag, and I'm proud of you for getting out of that. Look at you go now. Look at you go now. Look at you. And I think, I don't know. I know that all of your stuff has been crazy and hectic, but I think that it definitely, all of what you've been through, because it shows the confidence that you fought it. You see it in your eyes. It's fierce, and I love it. So please tell all of us when we can find you. If you stream from any other platforms, times, what we're going to see when we come see you, if you've got auctions or any of that stuff coming up. I did forget to ask Meek that.
So I am in a lip sync battle, surprisingly. I know, I'm a singer in a lip sync battle. Who would have thought it? So that is on I did win the first one. That is on the 13th, 14th, and 15th of May.
Nice.
So May 13th at 7:05, I am battling Scantron. That will be fun. If anyone has any song preferences, that would be really epic for a lip sync. Feel free to message them to me. I'm all ears. I need some good ones.
I've got
someone great. Perfect. I look, streaming wise, I'm a new streamer. I'm very new to it. I've only been doing it for about as long as my hair's been bald, really. So about a month and a half. I stream at the most bizarre random times. Like, I don't have a set schedule. I work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. If my friends, aka my family, you guys, if you're on and you're streaming, you'll probably find me in your box every now and then. But otherwise, yeah, if you do see me in a stream, jump in, say hi. If you want to get in the box, get in the box. I'm all up for that. I will stop whatever I'm doing. You'll either find me doing a bit of karaoke, you'll find me having a bit of a battle, having a bit of a yarn, mocking a few people inside my box. That's a very Australian thing. It's not a mean thing, guys. It just seems to be how we are. We make fun of each other. We love it.
I told her you Australians scare me.
We do love a good roast every now and then. What can I say? But I'm also, I'm on SoundCloud, I'm on YouTube. We're restarting it. I did have to cancel all of my stuff, so we're slowly restarting our music career. It's getting back there. Hopefully by end of August, maybe early September, I will be over in the States. Fingers crossed if everything all goes well.
But
But yeah, so it's mainly just YouTube, Facebook. It is all on my profile, guys. If you do tap on my name, it's all linked in there. My Snapchat's on there. It is my professional music Snapchat, so I don't always reply to it. I do apologize in advance. If you have my personal Snapchat, I may absolutely spam the bejeebers out of you with music stuff. I apologize. And actually, no, I don't apologize. That is your own fault, really. But yeah, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitter, what's the other one? TikTok. Just started doing those. They're fun. I'm learning. They're not great, but you get there.
I'm not very good with the TikTok yet either.
Yeah.
But,
I'm learning. I'm that person that's just like, why don't these work for me? But yeah, like look, I can't really say what you're going to find when you come into my stream. There's been times when I've had too many tequila shots. I've ended up on a bench. I haven't been banned yet, so obviously I don't do anything too crazy.
yeah, being the key word in that statement.
I'm saying that.
All right, Coco. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you so much for being on here. You did awesome. Like I knew you would. Mwah. You guys, make sure you're favorite in Unique 16. Make sure you hit Coco with the favorite here. We're going to go ahead. We're going to do a random question comment again from my box here, you guys. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for all the favorites. You guys, like during the show, I don't always pay attention to those because I'm here to talk to my guests. So thank you so much for every favorite, every gift, every comment. Thank you to the guests for being here, being amazing as always. Okay, I really quick want to mention, if you guys have some free time tonight, we are hosting, it's a small little first time, see how it kind of goes, Bearded Battle Royale. And then tomorrow night, I am in Kitty Commander as a Meow the Force Be With You auction that I will be in. And then I also have a Mother's Day auction coming up. It's a Mom Life auction on May 15th. If you would like to be in that, please let me know. And now, Jay, did you have anything you would like to say? Emoji Jay is here. He is my admin. He does a lot for me. He helps me set up my guests for this show. So if you'd like to make an appearance, please make sure you reach out to Jay. Okay. Now, my quote and question for today. Now, we don't answer these today. We're going to come back next week and answer these. Okay. So it says, you also have to know what sparks the light in you so that you, in your own way, can illuminate the world. I'm going to say this again. Listen one more time. You also have to know what sparks the light in you so that you, in your own way, can illuminate the world. What could you do to spark your creativity? Don't answer today, because I'm going to see you guys next week at 10 a.m. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. We had Neek 16 who talked about not letting things pass you by, not letting opportunities just pass, go for your dreams, make things happen. Just you want something, go and get it. And then we just had Coco who talked about how she was in a very abusive relationship while chasing her dreams, and she ended up in that relationship because of her dreams. But here she is now, and she is on her own pursuing her dreams, and she is more fierce than I have seen many women. Just go to her stream, look in her eyes, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You guys, again, thank you so much for tuning in to Lessons Learned. I am Lily, and I thank you so much for being here today. And I will see you guys next week at 10 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys, have an amazing weekend. Bye.